Yo, what is up, guys? I'm back with the Week 10 predictions for the NFL. A quick recap of last week. It was not a very good week. Yeah, the Bengals lost to the Jaguars. No surprise there, as AJ Green ended up being kicked out of the game for fighting or whatever. And then the Bills lost to the Jets. That one was very surprising. The Texans to the Colts. The Seahawks lost to the Redskins. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs, which was surprising to me. And then, yeah, like my prediction of the Packers beating the Lions never ended up going through because apparently Hundley did not get better over the bye. But moving on to this week, we'll hope it's better, a little bit more concrete. Starting with the Thursday games. We've got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. The Cardinals are home. They are number 4 for offensive yards per game. The Seahawks are. And they're really better on both sides of the ball than the Cardinals. Cardinals, they're taking a lot of blows with injuries. So even though they're home, I like the Seahawks in this one. Sunday games, we got the Bengals at the Titans. I got the Titans winning this one. They're home. They're on a good win streak of 3 games. The Bengals offense, yeah, it's not that good. I think now they're last place in the league. They have surpassed Miami for the bottom. And yeah, they're just not looking like a great team this year. So I like the Titans. Vikings at Redskins. This is going to be a great game. Redskins are home, but I like the Vikings in this one. They're good with ball movement and like correlation with other teams. Their offense is up there with the Steelers and the Texans. So what they've been doing lately is just as equal to those teams. And then their defense is top 5. And yeah, they are very well rounded and they know how to win games. So I like the Vikings. Chargers at Jags. I like the Jags in this one. Chargers, I'm not too confident in them ever. The Jaguars' defense has become very dominant over the season, and they continue to show that, like last week versus the Bengals. They've got the number 9 offense, suddenly kind of a boost up there, and then they're just better on both sides of the ball, better than the Chiefs on both sides of the ball. So I really like the Jags this week versus the Chargers. The Jets at the Buccaneers. This should actually be an easy pick. It's not an upset, I'm pretty sure. I think the Jets are going to win this one pretty easily, even though they're at the Buccaneers' house, but whatever. Mike Evans is out. He's suspended for the hit he put on Lattimore, the cornerback for the Saints. Big scuffle, kind of like the AJ Green thing, but the Jets know how to win games, and I looked at one statistic. It's really interesting. The Bucs have not won versus the Jets since 1984, and the all-time series for the Jets versus Bucs is 1-11. The Jets winning 11, and the Bucs winning only 1 out of all those games. So interesting stat there. I like the Jets. Saints at Bills. Now this is a good game, let me tell you. This is high power offense versus a pretty good defense. I like the Saints. They are on fire right now, and they are looking like a Super Bowl team. Their defense has boosted up. They were like bottom of the pack, I think maybe 30, 31, ranked like before their big winning streak. But once they hit that winning streak, now they've jumped to a middle of the pack defense, that's great for the Saints. They haven't had that in a long time. And then their offense is number 2. And to me, they're actually the number 1 offense in the league. I think the Patriots really, I don't know, they are statistically the best offense in the league from yards per game, but I think the Saints, the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Eagles are the best offenses around. So I like the Saints in this one. Packers at Bears. Like I said earlier, Hundley did not improve as I thought he would over the bye. At least get a little bit better. He did not. The Bears defense is pretty good, and I think they're going to stomp the Packers. And Jordan Howard is probably going to have a pretty good game, and so I find them winning this game at home pretty easily. The Browns at the Lions. Not a lot has to be said about this. I'd pick the Lions. They're looking good. The Browns, I don't really expect an upset versus the Lions on this one. Steelers at Colts. Now this, you could pick an upset with the Colts, but I would avoid that. I think the Steelers, they have turned out to be a pretty good team this year, like they should have been. They've had some kind of questionable losses, but they are the number 5 defense and the number 10 offense compared to, a number 31 defense for the Colts and a relatively mid-range offense. So I definitely like the Steelers. They're on a pretty nice win streak, I believe, and I think they'll continue to win versus the Colts. Texans at Rams. The Rams, I've kind of become like a appeaser to the Rams, basically. I think they're one of the best teams in the league. They're dominant on both sides of the ball. And yeah, the Texans, it's kind of like the Green Bay Packers. They really struggle without their quarterback. So I'll find the Rams winning in this one easily. And then we got the Cowboys at the Falcons. I like the Falcons. It may change if Ezekiel Elliott is out once again. Nobody knows what's going on with that situation. It's too wishy-washy. But Falcons they're not looking very good this season. Not looking like Super Bowl contenders. The Saints look more like Super Bowl contenders compared to the Falcons. But the Cowboys, I mean, they're looking good. They won their last 3. I think this is going to be an offensive showdown game. And I think the Cowboys will come out with a win. Giants at 49ers. This game you might expect the 49ers to get their first win. And so that's why I picked them. They get win number 1 at home versus, the Giants, who have not been good on either side of the ball. Injury is a big issue there. The 49ers are just better off in this game, better off statistically. They have a better offense. Yeah, I feel bad for Eli Manning, but I think the 49ers may pull this one off. Patriots at Broncos on Sunday night. Yeah, the Broncos still look terrible. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks since their bye, and they haven't fixed much. They looked a little bit better this last game, but still atrocious. They do have the number 2 defense in the league, but their offense is really bad still. And the Patriots have the number 1 offense in the league. You'd expect them to move the ball. I don't care what people say about their defense being bad. They fixed that. Their defense has looked a lot better in the past few weeks, and I'd expect the Patriots to dominate this game. Same thing with the Panthers on Monday night versus the Dolphins. Dolphins traded away Ajayi for a 4th-round pick. A little bit confusing. I don't know why they did that. Totally has to do with the locker room, but I'm surprised they only got a 4th-rounder out of that. I like the Panthers at home. They're the number 1 defense in the league. The Dolphins aren't that good. Their offense will struggle a lot versus the Panthers defense. And yep, Panthers will win that one. So those are my week 10 NFL picks. Subscribe for weekly picks, and hopefully these help you out. Maybe change your decisions, or maybe don't help you out at all. But nevertheless, have a good week, and I'll see you next time.